Welcome back to the N5 Podcast. I'm honored to have you back on here, Mr.
Yeah, I'm
Spaz.
I'm
This is
glad to be
a
back.
12th episode, so feel free to, for those that don't know you, feel free to briefly introduce yourself and we can get into the conversation in Airsoft.
Yes, hello. Obviously, my name is Spaz. The reason why everyone calls me that is because I drink a crap ton of caffeine and I play like a mixture between a speed shopper and a mill simmer. But when people usually go up against me, they say I'm a pain to go against because of how sporadic I move.
Yeah, and I can vouch for that because I played with you on the field numerous times, and you're a hybrid for sure. I would have to concur with that, especially when you start sliding into
Oh
the
yeah,
into the turf. It's always good to, especially when I record you doing that. It's always good to see it.
oh yeah. I'm hopefully looking forward to having us go play again. Actually, doing another dual video of some good content,
Oh
as
yeah,
well as maybe.
definitely.
And obviously, I heard you went out to Dynamic. Did you enjoy it?
I did. It's been a while since I was out in the field. It's been a few months, but it felt pretty good for my first time out in a few months, and also brand new field right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
So it was actually kind of refreshing. I don't know how to explain it. It's because I'm always playing the same map over and over and over.
No, I
Um,
get that.
so going to a dynamic, it was definitely interesting. And the first match was kind of ironic. My camera failed, and I didn't know it failed.
Did
And
you get
of
any
course,
footage?
well, I didn't. It only lasted for 5 seconds, but
Damn.
I was very upset when I found out the camera failed because on that first match, we had a deer inside the house on the field, and we also had a skunk on the field as well.
Wow.
Yeah, on the same match. And my camera failed. So I was like, oh my gosh, why did you have to fail on that one match when I had very entertaining stuff to post? So it freaked us out when we got in because Fireball, again, I apologize with the nicknames. I think it's Fireball, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was about to charge into the house, and right when he was
Someone's
about to
like,
go
"Don't go in
in,
there! Don't go
he's
in
like,
there!"
there's a deer staring right at me. So it was pretty cool. I just wish I had the footage of it. So I
Give
played a
me
few matches.
1 minute. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, not a problem. But yeah, I had a few matches there. A group of us went. Hassan, his sister, I think Deleted was there. Fireball.
His sister.
Um, yeah, I think so. Is it his sister
Uh,
or no?
if you're thinking of talking about Brooke, that is his girlfriend.
Ah, okay. Okay. Well, all right. I'm gonna backtrack. I'm gonna edit this out. 'Cause I don't want him to know I accidentally called him. Oh, that's an embarrassment. All right. All right. So I'm gonna start over now. So a group of us went there. Hassan, his girlfriend, um, Fireball, Deleted. Um, hopefully I got everybody. If I'm missing
Odin, I
someone, I
believe also. I
apologize.
think Odin also went. It
All right,
seems that
yeah.
every time I haven't been able to go, both Deleted and Odin have gone, and I've really wanted to play with those guys again.
Yeah, they're pretty good bunch. Matter of fact, on the first match, he Deleted was in the opposing team.
Oh
So
boy, how is that?
it was cool. I mean, I play him side by side, so I know some of his tactics, but when I'm facing against him, it's a different viewpoint. It's
Hmm.
so we had a few exchanges, and of course, I think there was one instance where I didn't know if I was hit or not, and I was like, I'll just go ahead and call it. So
Yeah, better safe
it
than
was
sorry.
absolutely, yeah. And so it was a pretty good match. It was good playing against them.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get out this Saturday or no Sunday at Fox.
Oh, this upcoming weekend?
Hmm. I haven't been able to be in playing because of my car being in the shop to get the bumper fixed. I just
Ah,
got it
okay.
back yesterday.
Oh, okay. Would you mind sharing what happened?
3 months ago, I was taking Shadow, aka my girlfriend, out to her job. It was very, very snowy up where she lives, and I was taking a corner of an intersection. And when I went to go turn, I think I turned. I guess I didn't slow down fast enough to take the turn slowly. But the moment I started turning in, I slid right into the next set of cars waiting to turn uh, left, and I ended up in the heat of the moment. I slammed on my brakes, which I wasn't supposed to do, and I lost control and hit the bumper or hit their. Jesus, let me get my words straight. The truck that I hit, it was raised, so it took almost all the damage, but the damage, what I mean by that is it took the brunt of the hit. It didn't get much in the way of damage. What happened is it my car's the side that took all the damage, and the bumper was caved in for a time.
Oh, okay. Was anybody hurt?
Oh no, no one was hurt, thankfully.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Funny thing and also unfortunate thing, both fire department and police were out there helping other people that were doing the same that had were having the same thing happen to them on the road as well. And we were just one of the people that stopped by and they just pulled over. I'm like, well, now I got to deal with that, but it's neither here nor there. In any case, we all came out of it okay, and my car's fixed now, so I'm happy to be driving again.
Oh, excellent. Good deal. Well, like I said, I'm happy no one got hurt. I mean, that's no laughing matter.
Oh yeah,
And so I've been a few accidents myself. Luckily, it wasn't my fault, but it's always important to make sure that everyone's okay.
oh yeah. In fact, that's what I did when the moment I stopped. I got out and asked if everyone was okay, and yeah, they were all fine. So, but my car got all the damage when it came to it. So,
Well, it's fixed, and now you'll be able to go out and play airsoft now.
oh yeah. And speaking of which, I just got a thingy from some. I bought their entire loadout because they're no longer playing, and part of it was a HPA setup. So I'll be trying out HPA for the first time ever.
Oh,
Happy to
nice.
see that. Um, when I was as in my airsoft career, I've always said the one time I did try HPA, I did not like it because as almost everyone knows when they play with me or play against me, they know I shoot ambidextrously as if I switch what shoulder fire from. And the one time I tried that with the HPA gun that I was borrowing, I went to a piece of cover and I moved and I heard a hissing of a and I looked around on the HPA line just came up and I'm like, well, this
Oh, it came
sucked.
loose.
And that's
Yeah.
basically what soured my mood for HPA. Also, so I hate the tank and I hate the line, but I'm giving it a try because I got it for pretty good deal. Um, he had a Sand Viper from Terran Tactical with an HPA adapter and one green gas mag, and then an entire Lancer, um, what looks like a Gen 2 body with a bunch of attachments. I actually transferred them all over to this guy. So he had a
Nice.
PEC box, a laser, um, pressure switch. This was already here, but I was more impressed with the Sig Sauer sight. He also that is just on the gun. So funny enough, I think this is the exact same model that is one I have to transfer. So another thing I should add is that when I got the gun is definitely needing to be looked into. The body needs to be switched out. I tried the safety selector. It was hanging on what felt like by a thread. I don't even know how he was able to turn the safety selector. Um, but once that happens, I'm going to be heading to Barbarian Customs to go get the body swapped so it can be inside of something that'll actually work. But I'll be
Nice.
trying HPA soon enough. I got to go fill up the tank, I think. But in any case, that is something I'm looking into. And then I got a Milsim at the end of this month as well. Miniature Milsim, I should say, from Pew Pew Productions. I'm really happy with those guys.
Oh, nice. Is that over at Dynamic as well?
That event specifically is going to be hosted at Dynamic, yes.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can all make it out for the July Milsim, and the actual 2 day Milsim event, which will be have camping on site because that's another thing I love about doing going out to do Milsims is the camping and being able to sit with friends, have a meal, chat, play board games, card games, you name it, before the next game day, and then getting ready for the next thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely enjoy that. I just have to make sure that, especially with my circumstance, if my schedule will
Mm-hmm.
allow it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It has my interest for
Yeah.
sure.
For
And
those that are, it's a great introduction, as they say, into the world of what Milsim is.
absolutely. And if I do go, I'm probably going to bring my entire gear, including all my computer equipment and all my servers along with me. So I'm gonna,
Just to do the editing.
yeah, this is do the editing. I'll have my own personal tent reinforced. So just in case, thieves try to cut through.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course I'm joking about that, but I don't know.
Oh,
We'll see.
I actually thought you were serious there for a second. I can never tell when you're not serious or if you're serious or not serious or not. But in any case, yeah.
Yeah, and I
And
apologize about that. I do have a dry sense of humor, and so it's
it's great though. It's still great. It's what makes up part of your character. So it's definitely something that I would miss and be like, N5's not the way he should be. So
yeah, if I'm quiet and if I'm not saying anything, something's wrong.
oh, that's the exact same
So
thing what it is with me. If I especially if I'm at work, if I'm not laughing, making any noise, randomly quoting out of nowhere, and I mean like out of nowhere. Like it could be totally silent and out of nowhere. I walk by and I quote something, not even related to what we're talking about because of my ADHD brain. But if I'm not doing that, then and I'm silent, then people will start asking like, "Hey, are you okay? You're very quiet today." So, yeah, I'm the exact same way.
yeah, and I did notice a little bit of that, and that's pretty cool. Where at least with our personalities, that's one trait that we have similarities
Mm-hmm.
on.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of cool for sure. So have you been? I heard that you've been to Blitz
Oh
recently.
yes, that was an amazing experience from what I saw. That only I don't know if they'll watch this, but like the only suggestion I have for them really is that they need to make I love tactical game, not tactical, but like objective based. I love fighting over an objective. I don't like games where it's like, all right, go hunt out the people, and then after if there's
Yeah,
one
how
person
about it?
running it, and it's like, oh, everyone lost. I'm like, well, that's no fun. I want to actually fight over an objective. Like, all right, this team grabbed this objective. All right, guys, we got to go grab it again. And I like that constant fight between trying to grab it because it makes for the best moments, in my opinion, especially in gameplay videos where um, you're just watching like the hype is all there. It's like you got like maybe 10 seconds between the clock, and it's like I gotta grab this flag or it's all or nothing, and you grab it. That's just it's 100% in my opinion, 10 times better. But from what we experienced, Blitz was really cool, especially since it had nothing but turf. So you already know I was sliding everywhere on the knee
Where
pads.
you be all over the place. Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
can see that.
yeah. When the guys when Fireball, Hungry, Jagged, Shadow, and I all went, we kicked butt. It was pretty insane because I remember the first game we all rushed, especially me. Obviously, I get to the middle of the map. I'm like I'm expecting contact, so I peek. I'm like, where the hell is everybody? I even think for like, did the game start? Did the ref stop it for some reason? And then I look to the very far back. I'm like, oh, they're still moving out of their spawn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think in a couple of those games, I even went over the intercom over com to say, I think we should move back, let them move up a bit because there's nothing going on right now.
Yeah.
But we really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and
Oh,
matter of fact, oh, go ahead.
I was going to also say another only other suggestion. I think Hungary is either I think it was Hungary was the ability to add like classes. So like currently the only class you can run at that field is rifleman, but
Right.
bringing up like DMR, sniper, LMG, you all that specifically to that field. But I think as of right now, if that's all they add, I think the field would be perfect because I 100% had a good time. I didn't have any problems with any players that day. They were all really sportsmanlike. It was great.
Excellent. Yeah. When Firewall brought to my attention, um, he was suggesting for me to go out there to Blitz.
Oh,
And
yes, you 100% need to. I think
yeah,
you'd really
so
love it.
so I was looking over on some of Fireball's YouTube videos, and he actually has two videos on it. And
Oh, yeah. No, I was,
if you don't mind, I would like to share it and just get some of your feedback on it
oh,
while we're playing it.
oh, yeah. No, 100% and give credit all back to Fireball as well with that footage because it was some, the day he posted it, I was like, that was such a fun moment and just watching it from his perspective. And I think you even hear me over the comms calling out stuff.
I do several times. Yeah.
Hmm. So, yeah, let's do it.
Give me a second here.
Speaking of Fireball, Fireball should probably be one of the next people we should ask to interview. I've been trying to see if I could push him into it. I think he'd make a great interview as well.
Yeah, I did invited Fireball. My his only issue is that he's not very computer savvy, so someone will have to help him.
I'd
And
probably have to help. I'd be more than happy to do that if that's the case. But yeah, let's bring it up. Memoir short screen share. Oh, yep, there we go. Also love his patch. Speaking of, I have his patch too. There it is.
all right,
Yep.
let me know if you can hear the audio.
I believe I heard it a little bit.
I got two grenades on me.
All right, excellent. So let me revert back to this
It's
photo here.
it's a little laggy, but yeah.
All right, no problem. But you can see it now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, excellent. So this photo is pretty good. This was taken at Blitz.
That was
And,
another really good one.
yeah.
I don't know if the guy that took the photo changed out the filter, but that's an amazing filter if he did.
It's just pretty good. I loved it. So this is Fireball right here. So Fireball, if you're listening to this, you need to get on this podcast.
Yeah, he's an amazing dude. Love the guy.
Yeah, I
So
love
good.
chatting with him. He's pretty cool. And then that's Jagged. That's
Mm-hmm.
you, Mr. Spaz. And that's Shadow.
Shadow. Yep. And then
Of
Hassan off to
course,
the side.
that's Hassan on the side. Hopefully, you get to see him a little bit more once I start the video up here. But yeah, that's the crew. Wish I was out there, but next time. All right, let's start the video here.
I got two grenades on me.
Danny, I got the, well, if we're counting the spring ones, maybe a couple other ones.
If I yell nade, just toss it on the duck.
All right.
I'll throw it at the same time.
All right.
Can you hear it all right?
Yep.
Yep, cool.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah, we held a very pretty good advantage as well with being able to communicate on comms during all the matches we played.
Oh, I definitely noticed that. I mean, it's certainly easier to coordinate.
I'm on duck. There's a speedy boy covering it.
I believe currently I'm on the other side watching his other angle. I think you wanted to do some flinking there for a second. Yeah, that was me in the corner walking back to spawn as I was getting held off. I was holding off like a good 3 or so guys.
There's the duck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got nobody's covering left side right now. Yeah, we need reinforcements. Yeah, you hold that there. Shaggy, can you help us over on left? No, I can't. I'm ready. Just run up the street. Copy.
That was a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he got the duck.
Oh, yeah. I think even the rest were amazed with how fast we ended it. I'm so glad that they missed that shot. That was a friendly.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that was his song.
That was the song, yeah.
Teamwork, baby.
Nice.
I love Fritz. Even for a man at his age having this much fun, he's awesome. I love that guy so much.
I got the duck in the spawn.
Yeah, I think everyone was amazed with how fast that ended because we were on the objective like that. We were the first to the middle part.
Did we get duck?
Yeah, I got the duck.
Yeah, fireball. Bobby, grab my shot.
It looks like a pretty awesome
Game
field.
over. Game over.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
Game over.
Fun little fact
glad
as
you
well
missed.
at the beginning of the video. I'll explain it after this.
I thought I was almost shooting at a friendly for a second, but then I saw him walk back down. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Well, I was going to, but they already had the hammer.
I gotta find my grenade.
You already what?
Looking for it. Yeah, in here.
I think I should grab the grenade. Oh, wait, was it?
Yeah, I heard you shooting. I was like, I'm just gonna flip this.
No, okay,
out.
I know he grabbed it.
Thank you.
Love that player too for that. He's very honest. I love the honesty. He was also fun to play with too that day.
Because it always sucks when you lose a grenade.
Yeah. There's Shadow. Yeah, they had to move the duck to that side, to the middle of the open because of how fast we grabbed it.
To make it a little bit more easier for the opposing team.
Do I?
And well, I mean, easier for both sides,
Oh, okay.
No.
depending on
sorry.
if you have people watching the angle and whatnot.
Well, she's at home.
Let's let's go check out the second video here because he has another one. Here we go. This one.
73 subscribers. He's doing pretty well though for himself. 73 subscribers.
Yeah, not too bad. Oh, we got the other side of the photo.
Hell yeah.
Hassan, Shadow, Spaz, Reagan.
It was also John's birthday that day too, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was his birthday. So we got Korean barbecue after the all the airsoft or after airsoft. So it was really fun. But let's go.
And I love this look. It's like I'm gonna go get you.
Yeah.
Good look. Pretty cool.
There's me hauling S. Very funny.
Pushing
geez,
left, their
yeah.
left side. They're pushing their left side.
Oh, this was Alamo. We did it in 9 minutes.
I'm in the middle.
I think this is Alamo. Maybe. I can't remember.
I've
Oh no, it's
it.
TDM. It's TDM.
The one you guys are friendly. I think I just Stop friendly. I got shot from behind.
No, there's one over here.
It's alright.
Speedy boy's on me.
I really like that he has his comms out too, because that's how we know, or it's interesting, or at least for the gameplay specifically, because we know what's going on in the headsets.
Try left side.
Yeah, yeah. Some transparency.
Mhm. Nice pie, nice pie. I'm still amazed that was also a semi. I think he had a. It might have been binary. That's what they also allowed binary on the field for the full. Surprisingly, binary was allowed.
Yeah, that's what Fireball was telling me.
I think I'm on the other side, trying to get the other angles that they're not watching as well.
I
in
think I
this.
found one of the guys with AAT mag. Jagged, there's one across from you. Me? I said Jagged. Where are you? I moved up in front of you, Shadow. Coming to you, John. Shadow, straight ahead from you. What?
Nice.
Hey, Samurai, there's one in front of you.
Hey, let me know if they're getting close. I'll make it.
Two down, two down.
And he was pretty well as well for his age. with what
Oh
he's
yeah,
doing.
definitely, definitely.
Another reason why I love Fireball.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Yeah, I think by this point we were just holding them in their spawn from here.
I think we got some hugs in their spawn currently. I don't know if we want to move back.
Yep. That's when I brought it up. Yep. I was like, we need to move
Yeah, I'm
back.
about as far right as I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna push any further.
Copy that. Probably gonna move up to where Jagged is.
Yeah, they're all pushing their right side.
Copy that.
Nice.
He took some teachings from me from playing against me as well.
Dude, I have not been hit yet.
Yeah, we were really amazed by how much butt we were kicking that. This was the first match of the day, if I'm correct, as well. It was a fun day. All the players that we played against were amazing people. Very honorable. They all called their hits.
Hit!
It's pretty good. Good gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And that pole is the boundary point between the two sides, isn't it?
Little area right in the middle where we just crossed the old paintball pile in the middle right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
that's middle. That would be the middle area.
I'm gonna try left side again.
I think that's a sun right there.
Spaz, wait
Yeah,
for me.
looks like it is. And that's a pretty good
Okay.
field.
Wait for me.
Looks pretty nice. All that turf.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. No mud whatsoever. Go Airheads was very muddy that day as well, if I remember correctly. All the fields were, besides the ones that obviously had turf. I definitely want to come back here again.
I'll try this. Yeah, same. They're not paying attention to that. No, it's over there. Game over! Ceasefire!
That's interesting. Right there. You could park your cars right in the benches.
Oh yeah, that was one of our first observations. Like, wow, I don't even have to bring up my wagon. I was very happy about that. I believe
That's pretty cool.
Fireball said the exact same thing. It's like, yeah, we didn't have to bring out our wagon for anything. Just park, pull up right there. The
That is pretty
funnest,
slick.
best part about this field as well is this was our own designated area. They didn't. This is no paintball in this area. It was only airsoft for that field right there where we were.
And do
That
they
back
open
area.
this? And do they open this to airsoft every weekend?
Yep, this is every weekend. And another fun thing, I don't know if you saw at the beginning of the video, the first video, a dude that was wearing nothing besides like a blue, what looked like a blue shirt, just a rifle.
Yeah.
I actually played with him about a year before that at APC for like one training day that we had. And we actually he was like, "Wait, you're Spaz, right?" I was like, "Oh, hey, I do remember you." So yeah, it was interesting meeting them again.
Nice.
Hopefully we'll see them again soon at they mainly play at this field specifically. They don't like playing like the people we go against at Fox specifically. From if I think that's what he said. He's more
Oh,
definitely
okay.
a casual player, but
A casual player, yeah.
mhm.
Game over! Ceasefire!
The refs also came back to talk to us at the very end of the day when we were about to leave. They wanted to know what we thought about the field. We gave our honest opinions.
We swapping sides?
We weren't disappointed.
Okay.
We really enjoyed ourselves.
Pack some bags. Pack some bags, we're good? Are we switching sides or off?
No, this is it. One and done.
Does some games up with you before. We have
It was $20 for entry too.
Yeah, it looks pretty slick. When I was looking
Good
at
game,
the
you
field,
guys.
it looked pretty impressive.
It's definitely what's better than what it used to be because before it was I think that's the reason why they didn't want to go try it. Specifically Hassan. He's like, I don't want to try it because they make you buy their BBs to be able to play. Like it's
Really?
paintball. That's what the rule used to be. I'm so glad that they fixed that and it did them all the better because now they got people from both people discovering the sport to casual all the way to Milsim and Speedsoft, obviously, because most people don't run 2.5s. I'm one of the few exceptions for the most part that run it religiously besides Shadow. But then again, she also runs off of my supply. But most people are usually using 3.2s
Yeah.
for the base land weight.
Yeah. Well, it looks like a pretty awesome field. I mean, and next time you guys schedule out, just let me know because that'll definitely
Oh
be
yes,
something I would like to check out.
I will definitely be letting the team know, like, hey, we're going here this weekend if anyone's available to go. We were not disappointed. It was really fun, especially if we have the whole team there. Oh, we'll kick so much butt.
Yeah, yeah. It's always funner when you play with a group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, nice. So do you have any plans for the, I know we have Milsim at Dynamic at the end of the month, but do you have any future plans for other big Milsims throughout the year?
Hassan, Jagged, and I want to go do Copperhead. I'm saving the last bit of my, I guess, sick day for it to go to that Nelson because it's definitely one of AMS's best AOs in New Mexico, and for the fact that you can run vehicles at that location.
Yeah.
So that's the main one I was looking at, but um, definitely going to be going to. I'm definitely going to be getting back to it since I do have my car now.
Oh, nice.
And
And how much are the tickets for Copperhead?
that I know it's going to be more than like 100. It's going to be at least 200. I know that specifically because those things are massive plots of land that they get to rent. And being able to play on that, they have to pay somebody to let the people run the event on the land. So that's where the money goes.
Yeah. And when is that scheduled? When do they have it going to be running?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to look at the AMS schedule, but I remember at Revolt, Jagged and I won the free ticket to all the rest of the Milsim for the rest of the year. So Jagged and I will be getting it free with Hassan to go to that because of the raffle we won last time.
Oh, nice. Very
So
cool.
we won't have to pay for tickets. Granted, we'll have to if we're doing driving, which we'll most definitely be doing. We'll have to also pay for gas and what to be able to get there to and from.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I'll look up Copperhead. I don't know. Maybe I'll end up going. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see
I'd
on the
say
schedule.
I definitely say if you're gonna try to get into Milsim N5, I would definitely do the one that's in July 1st, so you can dip your foot into it because AMS is a whole different beast to an airsoft specifically. It's a lot more walking. Um, Firefights are, depending on the AO, are few and far between,
Great.
especially at Copperhead. From what I understand, for the most part, it's desert. There are buildings that you can scatter between, but almost all the firefights I hear are always going to be in a little area of that AO called the town. I think that's where all the firefighting, and for the most part, people are just tossing nade after nade after nade after nade. But yeah, Milsim's a 100% a different beast. Those are ones that you're on the field, you are out on the field. There's walking. If you're going to be taking a break, it's either you're going to be at fob or just taking a little breather and some piece of cover before while your team decides to plan your next move. And if you get shot, it's not raise your hand and go back to spawn. It is pull out a dead rag, sit there, either wait to get revived and medicked, or sit there for 5 minutes for your bleed out time to go out before walking back to taking the walk of shame, as we call, back to the fob.
Nice.
And
And
some of
that's
those
one
AOs,
additional
oh yeah,
one of those additional things I need to get. I need to get a dead rag because I don't have one currently.
I can give you one if nothing else. I got plenty, but yeah, doing a Milsim is you gotta dip your feet into it in a smaller sense before you
Smaller
go
sense, yeah.
full send into an AMS game, and God forbid if you try to do a Milsim West game, which is a 48-hour nonstop
2 days.
while being having to do fire watch at night, so being trying to avoid being raided by the enemy faction as they're trying to do missions. It's basically being on actual military or doing military training for 2 days.
Yeah.
If you leave the AO on that field, you are done. Where you're not coming back, you're going home. Some
That's
people
pretty
do that
slick.
at that event, and they pay a lot of money for those tickets. I don't know off the top of my head. Don't quote me on this, but I think someone said at one point it was 500 for one ticket.
$500.
Oh yeah, you're paying for the entire experience. I believe even some of the AOs they'll bring 50 cal blank firing machine guns to fire during the night to make sleeping that much more horrible for the players.
But $500, that's my entire year's salary.
But yeah, definitely my first advice to giving a new Milsim player is if you're never done a Milsim, find something local if you can. Dip your toes in that before you're thinking about doing an event where you actually drive to another state to be able to do these other things.
Yeah, it's pretty good advice, and I think I might take you up on that. We'll talk off air about the one in June. But yeah, I'm hoping the schedule works out to where I can do that. But we'll see. We'll definitely talk off air on it. But that's pretty exciting. And hopefully, if everyone goes or the same group goes, it'd be a pretty awesome experience.
Yes, I'm hoping the dream team currently right now, at least what I would say a good makeup would be Jagged as running medic, me as backup medic, Hungry Hassan as our um, command, I guess, person platoon leader, I guess. Fireball, just rifleman, Grinch as either DMR or saw gunner, and then Morgan as DMR or sniper, as well as a few others for if we're trying to do like two full groups to make an entire platoon. Definitely some other people I would mention that we play with regularly that I would definitely be like, yeah, let's all get out there and kick some ass.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be pretty cool, especially the footage of it. If we can get some
Oh
intense
yes.
battles, the footage would be pretty awesome to have.
The AO, I've done some looking onto that as well as looking at what PP Productions posted. I can actually explain something after I discuss this, but there's one my first ever Milsim that I actually did in my entire airsoft career was AMS's 1861, which was here in Colorado at the Boy Scout Ranch. Can't remember what side, but it was on the side of a mountain basically. There's no buildings, it is just woods. Isn't that It is just woods. So, and it was perfect. And it was even funnier because all the guys from out of state were huffing and puffing.
I can
I
imagine
remember,
because of the altitude.
oh, yeah. So, all the Colorado guys, oh, we had 100% of 10 times advantage. And I remember one of the guys from our platoon, or in our squad that from that event was from Kentucky. I remember we moved up halfway, not even a couple feet up the side of a mountain. He's like, we should take a break. We gotta take a break here. I'm like, bro, we barely move. We're still out in the open. We gotta get some cover. I want at least bushes to hide. But that was my first event, Milsim related, and I enjoyed it. I did fine for what I was surprised with, especially being on the side of a mountain. I was really expecting to be huffing and puffing myself, even as a Colorado.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Camping was great. That was the first Milsim I also ever got to do with Blue. He was an LMG gunner, of course, and God, he was so fun to play with. So fun.
Yeah, I believe I've spoken to him. He seemed like a pretty good individual.
Yes, he
So
is. I would definitely say so. I love the guy. He's almost like a brother to me, basically like a brother to me, in any other sort of the sense. I call him often, and he sends me memes. I send him memes on Instagram. So one of these days when he comes back, I want to actually go fishing with him. Try something that he does. I want to try it because he does a lot of fishing too.
nice. You guys catch anything interesting usually?
Well, I haven't gone fishing with him. I haven't even gone fishing in God. I think it's been I'm going to say a good 6, 7, 8 years. But I remember he posted some pics the other day, or no, yesterday. He caught a catfish, really big boy, like I think
Oh,
like this
that big. Wow.
Yeah.
Did he
So
eat it or did he just return it back?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, with the catfish that big, there's some good growth.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. That's pretty cool.
Um, but back onto Pew Pew Productions, they're also hosting these miniature like little. So they have three version scenario type games. They have their small like 2 to 3 hour games that will be more scenario based, which I did one with some of the team members this last. I would say it was 3 weeks ago. Then there's the miniature Milsim, the 1 day Milsim type event, which will be what we're playing next weekend. And then obviously we got the 2 day Milsim. So moving over to a new area, camping overnight, staying for 2 days while you're trekking on a lot of walking. Let's just say that. But the miniature little scenario game that we did it was so fun, and I played medic during it. It was at Fox. It was a scenario game, and I remember the guys we grouped up with. I actually played with them. A couple of their guys, they're all active military. And they were getting into the sport. And they met me, I think, the week before, and they're like, "Hey, are you going to this?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm going to this." Like, "Do you guys want to go?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want to group up." And let me tell you, before the scenario even started, we were planning on the map on the table. We were telling that, all right, who's going to go where? I stay back since I'm medic, obviously, most important person on the team to keep alive specifically. While they did all the clearing of rooms, grabbing intel, grabbing evidence and whatnot, I did my job to keep my team members alive. And another thing I should mention at these events, there, since it's a medic role, you have to actually physically wrap a bandage or put a tourniquet on them. They have a certain tourniquet they sell for their events, but another part of that rule is you can't help the person drag. So it is, if you're going to move them to cover, you got to grab their full weight and pull.
Oh, okay.
I did a little bit of that during the event, and while I was rezzing, I remember I'm like, I need the guy in front of me was keeping the watch as I rezzed his buddy next to him before we made it to our final objective. We made the best score for we got the best score specifically, not in time, but because we completed all the objectives and we grabbed all the intel. We extracted Joe out. I remember I was the last person to die though. I got shot in the back. I'm like, go without me, go. As my team just running as they finished the mission. But it was so fun. And it went on into the night. So but since they're active military, oh man, their tactics came in so much in handy as well. I remember I was watching them as they were stacked up on the door and inching that, pawing it, and trying to get angles before actually moving in, before they actually wanted to go do business. It was so fun to watch them. So fun. I'm hoping to play with them again soon because those guys were awesome people to play with.
Yeah, and also try to get some good footage next time you play with them.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping to get my GoPro. I think Jagged has my GoPro currently because he's grabbing not Intel, Jesus. He's grabbing footage from Revolt because I was also filming during Revolt, the Milsim we did in California.
Oh, I
That was
remember
another. That is
yeah.
if they bring that back, I 100% suggest most of the teams should go to that because that was one of the best AOs I've ever played. Gunfights were like that, and the land we played on, I don't think there'd be any problem with some of the people trying to keep up. But I was very, very happy with that. I've never played on any AO better than that for Milsim specifically. Because it was houses, you'd be fighting in between backyards, house to house, and moving up to the prison was, I remember that, so fun. I would definitely, if they bring it back again this next coming year, I'm 100% willing to go. I think Hassan and Jagged are the exact same. We 100% want to go to that weekend.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because I spoke to Jagged about Revolt, and he had some pretty good things to say.
Oh, yes. We should probably do another episode with him, too.
Actually, he's on episode 11. Or
Oh,
yeah,
look at that. Would you look at that? That's hilarious.
yeah,
Well, good on him.
and you're on 12.
Right after.
So I'm hoping to get Fireball on here too, but we'll see.
We'll get Fireball and Shadow on here next.
Shadow. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'd be curious to get Shadow on because telling her story, how she got into it, that would be pretty cool to hear.
And I'll see if I can do some convincing as well as trying to help her out. So, but yeah.
Good deal. So, do you have any new? You mentioned an HPA that you bought.
Yes. Well, yes. So I bought his entire loadout. Here's the tank and the reg. I'm probably going to need a longer regulator line because of how often I switch. I don't think this is going to be enough. But let me just give you a little. This is originally what it came from. I'm just going to point some stuff out and see if you can see what's wrong. See if I'm trying to make sure the light stops it. I don't know if you can see the safety selector, but
Barely.
yeah, you can see it though, right?
Yeah, now I can.
Even looking like that is a no. I'm amazed this thing. It's wobbly. I'm even surprised it works, to be fully honest. But yep, I think it's the exact same body it's in. Is going to be going in the exact same body from a separate model. This still has the AEG internals in it. Once it's transferred over, though, it should be good and solid and golden. But after that, this is going in the trash.
So you're just salvaging and gutting it just for its parts,
That the gun that I'm going to be transferring it into. And then I got one gas rifle. This one was a recent addition. This one was from Taylor, my old boss from my job. Since he was moving states for work, he sold me his entire loadout as well. And
Nice.
one of his guns was it's not an exact replica of the MP7. I believe the creator is WeTech. I think it's WeTech. But I got his gas blowback in MP7. So I haven't run it yet. Might not this weekend, but I think as a separate little small thing, run it every now and then. It's the first gas blowback rifle I've ever owned specifically.
Okay. So if you do plan to test it out, if I'm out there, let me know. I'll take a video of you while you're testing it.
Yeah. Or maybe even do some one. I think the only max I can do though for gameplay though on that is a CQB match because it's gas blowback. Magazines are very limited capacity. It's not realistic. Yeah. And I think I only have 3 mags. And gas blowback mags are not cheap.
No, they're not. At least one of the mags I bought was like $40 for one mag, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, yeah. That it gets expensive, especially on the brand or model. Some of them can go up all the way to 60 to 70. It's insane. It's like basically buying a real steel mag at that point in some cases.
Yeah.
And then one more gun. Part of that the HPA collection I bought from was a spring shotgun. I'm really weirded out by the fact the shotgun does this. I don't know if that's on the real model as well. The only thing I can think of is when you're shouldering it, if you're going to be peeking something, it's going to be a cheek rest that moves. But that's the only guess I have. But it's a spring shotgun. So,
well, have you test fired it yet?
Yes.
Sorry, you cut out for a little bit. Okay, you have? Okay, cool.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, what do you think of it?
It's a spring shotgun. It will come in handy in any weather condition, really. It'll work because it runs off of no battery, no gas, nothing. Just a good old-fashioned spring, the way old guns or old airsoft guns used to be.
Especially during my days. Yeah,
Yep.
I remember. That's boy, it's kind of fascinating because like for me it feels like it was yesterday, but it's a lot of time has went by. So I guess when you get older, time flies faster. Better way to explain.
I know when even when I'm in my, I'm going to say when I'm in my early 40s, late 50s, I'm still going to be trying to play airsoft. Now it's getting hot. Well, now you could go out and grab a blanket. Sorry, that's my girlfriend. That's shadow on the floor.
No, it's all good. No, excellent. Well, good deal. Well, I mean, on my side of it, in the very beginning of the episode, I mentioned that I was out for a few months.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, my arsenal hasn't really changed. I still have the same thing.
I
I
mean, there's
did,
nothing wrong with that. There's
yeah,
nothing
that's
wrong with
that's
that.
true. I did since I've been out for a few months, I did clean all of my arsenal, all of it, because I was bored. So it was detailedly cleaned. And matter of fact, when I went out to Dynamic last weekend, I showed Fireball my normal uh, Avalon I normally take out. So
Hmm.
I showed it to him and he's like, "Oh, that's clean." Like, yeah, I cleaned it. I was kind of bored. So anyway, it looks brand new, but it's not. But
I just remembered something. I also got to meet K Factor at Revolt, Grinch's best
yeah,
friend.
yeah, yep. Rage, not Rage. I mean, Jagged told me. Yeah,
He
he
was
was out
awesome
there.
too. He was
Yeah, I
awesome
would
too.
like to. I
Sorry,
would like to meet him directly someday
you
because
might be able to. Well, I think you've had him on the podcast, have you
I
not?
had him on a podcast. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy,
Oh
and
yeah, he was awesome to play. I had so much fun playing with him at Revolt. He was popping heads.
yeah, he's pretty good. I've seen a lot of his
Oh
videos. He's
yes,
pretty
oh
good.
yes.
It would be pretty awesome to officially meet him. And I don't know, maybe we will. Maybe I'll meet him up
Well, I
sometime
mean,
this year.
he might be able to go to the Milsim in July, I believe.
So like, yeah, okay. I'll have to keep tabs and see if I can make it or not. Hopefully I can, but we'll see. We'll see as time gets closer. But I mean, besides that, I mean, like I mentioned before, Arsenal's the same. Didn't really change anything other than clean everything. Um, and of course, it's funny because the day before I went out to Dynamic, I was testing all of my fire, in my entire arsenal, just to make sure that it's working in good working
Mm-hmm.
order and everything. The one thing I
Gases,
didn't check, the one thing I didn't check was the camera.
batteries. Oh,
So that was the one thing I didn't check because I was thinking, of course it's going to work.
it's kind of, I charge the batteries. The batteries don't discharge
Well,
over
it
time, right?
wasn't the battery that was the problem. It was I have an external battery and the wire came loose.
Oh, got it.
So I mean, it wouldn't power the camera at all. And of course, when I was out in the field, I was like thinking, what the hell is going on here? Because everything's hooked up, it's not beeping. So, but when I got home, I finally figured out all the wires loose. It needs to be resoldered. I was like, okay. Why didn't I check that? So,
Lesson learned.
yeah, like, it's just checked everything else. It's just the one thing that should have been checked wasn't checked. But anyway, learning experience. So, the camera is operational now, but I had to replace, of course, you can't see this. Let me try to bring in the camera. But of course, for the audience to know about this, I have a custom, I wouldn't call it a custom, but basically a cover that goes over a top of the camera. So
Hmm.
what this does is that it helps, of course, if I can get it in view. I don't know if you can see it,
It's
but
camouflaging.
it is camouflaging. Yeah. But it has a little bit of a shade. It goes off a little bit above the camera. And the reason why is because I want it to not get heat up while it's just sitting
Hmm.
idle. And especially in the summertime, I mean, these
Oh
GoPros,
yes,
if
yes,
they
yes.
are on
God.
idle,
Yep.
they'll heat up pretty quick.
Hmm.
And so this helps with that. And of course, when I took this off, this got damaged. So I just had to replace it, but now here's a replacement for it.
3D printed, I'm gonna guess.
These are, I think, 3D printed, if I'm not too mistaken, but I ordered it online. I didn't do it myself. So I got a new one. but now I got to put all the camouflage back on it again, and then get the camera operational. But I mean, at least it's been resoldered. I mean, everything's good now. So, here's the camera.
Mhm.
Everything's good. It's just,
Oh, speaking of which, uh, I can give you this too. I'm not using it. It's the scope cam I
oh,
was
scope
mentioning
cam.
about.
Yeah.
Yep. Next time I'll see you, I'll just give you this. I don't run it. So if you want to run it, by all means.
All right. What type of video recording quality or
It
should
says
I say, is it
4K.
Oh, okay. Then I'll take that. Yeah. If it's 4K, I can take it. Yeah. Cam 2. Okay. Yeah. I'm familiar with those. Okay.
Yep, so I'll just give that to you the next time we go to play together. So
Yeah,
it's just
definitely.
collecting dust in my room. So I think you can definitely put it to better use than I ever
Oh, I can definitely put it to use.
could.
It'll be assimilated into my collective.
It'll make some. I'm excited to see what uh those videos will turn into from further. I'm looking forward to doing some more collab videos. So that I love that video. And to this day, your editing is beyond amazing in any case that I've seen. I was beyond astounded the first time I watched a video from you. And
Yeah, where it's progressed and it's gotten better, and
mhm,
yeah. And matter of fact, I'm toying with some things currently, and of course, I think on the last video, I think it was like the radio gameplay. I think
mhm.
that's what it was. You can hear the helicopters in the background, right? So I plan to push on that a little bit, and it's gonna look realistic. I'll just leave it
Hell
at
yeah.
that. But I don't know how long that's gonna take because editing takes a lot of time, and
Oh yes.
so I don't know. We'll see. I also still have the footage of when my foot failed, so I may post that first. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Well, that with that day that I carried you out of the
When
field
you
too.
carried me out, yeah, yeah, I
Mhm.
still have it. That one would be pretty easy to produce and edit out, but I'm trying to think of my priorities here because I'm trying to
Yep.
think like which videos to post out in which order.
Hmm.
And matter of fact, I even have a video. Actually, I better keep that quiet. Okay, never mind. I'll just I'll talk about it off air with you, but not publicly.
All
Like I
right.
have a video about something else that I might post. I don't know. We'll see. But but long story short, there's things I have on the radar that I really want to do, and I really want to push forward on it, even with the editing aspect. I've been pushing on my capabilities with it. So it's I don't know. Stay tuned.
All
We'll see.
right.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, to go back to your co-op gameplay, yeah, that had pretty good feedback, and I think it'd be pretty cool if we did another one as well.
Oh yeah. That one would be I think the next one to bet really do that would be at Blitz or specifically CQB
CQB,
on
yeah,
at Fox. CQB or at Fox or Blitz because
was
those are just both amazing. I love both fields and I'm definitely going to be heading to uh Blitz again. And Go Airheads just did an update as well to their field arrangement. So I'm going to be checking that out when I can. I might go to a night game soon with them.
oh nice, nice. And if you get an early Christmas present from Shadow, what I would recommend for her to get you is an updated version of the GoPro, maybe a 12 or above, and therefore your video capture rate and mine will be identical. And
Make
it'll
your
be
life
so
easier.
much easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
I
mean
like
your
that.
footage was awesome. It was the video rate that I had problem with, and I had to fix the eye effect or what do you call it? Fish eye effect.
Got
So,
it.
but if you can convince Shadow to give you an early Christmas present, that would be kind of cool. So,
Yeah.
just a suggestion.
GoPro's definitely, I would definitely love another GoPro, specifically, obviously up to.
Yeah, yeah. And they've gotten a lot better these days, especially the one I
Oh,
got,
yes.
because like I'm sure you already know, but if you shoot this lens out, you could just pop it out, replace it
Yep.
with another
Replace
one.
it. Yep. Amazon,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. Very convenient.
Hmm.
So I don't know. A lot of cool things potentially, for sure. But all right, well, cool. Well, awesome, Spaz. Well, um, appreciate you being on and everything you talked about. And of course, for the audience to know, this is the second time he's been on. So it's always a blessing and an honor to have him on. And especially, the guy that's responsible that got me staying in airsoft to begin with. So, yeah, I know, right? If you
It's
weren't
my
there in that
fault.
line, yeah, I know. If you weren't there in that line, you'd probably be a different future for me. But
All
but
right.
it
Well,
turned out for the best. But again, always happy to have you on, and feel free to say um, who you are again, and how people can reach you, and we'll go from there.
oh yes. Well, first off, thank you for having me again. It's been a pleasure, and I always love talking to you. And just obviously, when people bring up airsoft with me, I can talk on for eons about it. But following, if you want to reach me or follow me, obviously, Spazgoustic Airsoft on Instagram. I do have a YouTube channel, but yeah, I don't post much there. I think the last post was like a year or two ago because my editing sucks. But I do post a lot on my Instagram specifically. But so yeah, thank you.
Excellent. Yeah, not a problem, man. And feel free to reach out if you want to ever get back on again for a third time. Yeah, we'll go from there, man.
All right. Well,
All right. Have a good night.
you as well.